Today I wanted to go over one of the things that your 60-year-old self will thank you for besides eating more fiber: retirement accounts. So I wanted to go over all of the different types of retirement accounts, at least those available in the US, for everybody to consider. So I'm going to make a little matrix here. So I have two columns here, two types: personal and work accounts. Then I also have tax times, so when you're taxed now and when you're taxed later. So let's go over the personal ones. These are called IRAs, individual retirement accounts, IRAs. Now this is important because you can actually have both. So the work ones are called 401ks. And the reason why I want to distinguish this is because you can have both. So I have a job, I have a 401k, and I have an IRA. So the different types of tax benefits there are, because retirement accounts have tax benefits, like the government and banks, they want you to contribute to retirement. So they put these cool tax benefits for you. Well, I mean, it's not really banks, it's more the government. So I'm going to talk about a couple things here. So the tax now personal IRA is called a Roth IRA. And then the tax later is called traditional. So with the Roth IRA, I'm going to talk about this one first and then the traditional. So with the Roth IRA, let's take the example of you are making $50,000 a year in income. The Roth IRA has a limit to what you can contribute, so let's just say it's $8,000 for the year. So let's say you make $50,000 a year and you contribute $8,000 a year to your Roth IRA. So you will pay taxes on the $50,000 of your income, okay? You'll put that $8,000 away. You'll pay taxes on that because you didn't get to deduct those from your taxes. And let's say that those $8,000 turns into $80,000 down the road. Now, when you get to take out money from your Roth IRA, that growth and that all those contributions that you made are not taxed anymore once you hit a certain age, of course, once you hit retirement age. But once you take out those gains, once you take out that contribution, those are not taxed because you didn't take the deduction before. So with the traditional IRA, let's go back to that same example. So if you made $50,000 in a calendar year, and then you contributed $8,000 to a traditional IRA, you can deduct those $8,000 from your taxes. So you tax later, so you deduct $8,000 from $50,000, so you only pay taxes on $42,000 instead of the $50,000 in the Roth example. You only pay taxes on the $42,000, and you put them in the same accounts. Let's say it grows to that $80,000 again, same as the Roth IRA example. But now you're taxed later. So later down the road, once you take that money out of your traditional IRA, that income is now taxed. So you took the tax break or you took the tax benefit early, and now later on down the road, you pay your taxes. Now, both are great. Both make sense for certain types of people. I actually have both. So I have a Roth and a traditional. And I am mainly contributing to my Roth because I'm younger and I think my income will go up. But traditional is great as well. Like if you want to do tax benefits, or if you think you're closer to retirement or your income isn't really going to go up in retirement, that's a great vehicle. So both of these have limits on what you can contribute per year. When I first started, it was like $6,000 a year. Now it's closer to $8,000 a year, just because there's only a certain amount of tax benefit that you can get. Like if you, I mean, yeah, they just put that limit just so you don't contribute $1 million and you just get so much in tax benefit. Like they do put that limit for you. So same thing as the work one. Let's move to the work ones. So the Roth and the traditional. So think of the same tax benefit with the tax now and tax later, right? So the Roth, like you don't get to deduct any contribution to your income with a Roth, but you do with the traditional. Again, it makes sense depending on what stage of life you're in or what your preference is for taxes, whatever it may be. With a 401k, it's a little bit different too because there's still a limit, but it's usually higher. So we're talking like 20-ish thousand, 22,000. A cool thing though about the work one is with these, oops, sorry for moving that. With these, you have to consider a couple things. So an employee match. So this is when, let's say like you contribute, let's say you contribute 4% of your paycheck. Your employer might sometimes say, hey, we want you to contribute to your retirement account so badly that if you contribute 1% or 2% or 3% or 4%, we are going to match what you put in, just to say thanks, just to let you and encourage you to save for your retirement. So some people do a 4% match, some employers do like a 6 or an 8% match, whatever it may be. They usually have limits on how much they can match. So again, they can't match like 100% of your income most of the time. But look into it, and I would always recommend, I mean, this isn't investing advice, but I would always, not be shy, not be mad at the full match. So definitely take advantage of that. The other thing, though, that you want to be mindful of, though, are fees. Usually 401k fees are higher because there's less control. There may be more management fees and things like that because there may be less retirement or index funds or just investment options in general. So the fees may get you. So just be careful for that because sometimes like it's great to contribute to a work retirement account, but the fees can be much higher in a work account than a personal. Not all the time, but it could be for some of the time. So I encourage you to have all of these, right? So you can have personal and work, by the way. You can have a Roth IRA and a Roth 401k. I myself, I do have that. I have a Roth 401k at work. I have a Roth IRA, and I also have a traditional IRA too. So I am taking advantage as much as I can. I'll also make another video just on like individual accounts, maybe order of where to invest any extra spare money, whether it's in your Roth IRA or your traditional 401k or Roth 401k or whatever it may be. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. But I just wanted to break this down and encourage you just to look into this and to get started because the earlier you do this, the better. Once you hit 50 or 58 years old or whatever, and you're close to retirement, you are going to thank your younger self for looking into this, for watching this video, and starting a retirement account. So, hope this helps. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you later.